There is an onslaught, and I told you guys from the very beginning that we have committed ourselves to making sure that everything that has to do with Nnamdi Kanu is purely and purified to that very point where things must be done rightly. Just this morning, I was reading a tweet from Barrister Jimako, and he said he wants to appreciate everyone who has lent their voice in saying that Ahmadike is freed. And that's one of the most interesting things, I must say, because whether you like it or not, the reason why the zoologic would want to always fight us, even though we are not fighting them, is because they do know that no matter where they try to place their hands, we have gone far. We can no longer be captured. And they understand that symbol. They do understand that symbol. And one of the most important things here is this. In the right for freedom, we must continue to preach every gospel that should be preached. And when everything is done in accordance, these people will know why Nnamdi Kanu has more intelligent and more brilliant people everywhere. Buhari has refused to respect the court order. Of course, he feels that he's a god, or the cabals feels that they are God. Have refused to respect the court order because the international bodies do not care. You know, Gaddafi once said, whenever the white people tell you that they love you, please watch yourself. They are about to rape you. I mean, not the white people, the white politicians. And when they begin to express love towards you, just know that they are committed. They are committed in doing the needful. And that has to be done. We will feel the most important knowledge here when I begin to express myself to each and every one of us. One of the most important knowledge here is number one, to see that Nnamdi Kanu is free. Number two, is that those who are now friends to Biafran intelligence are giving basic informations. You understand? They're giving basic informations on how to guide this honorable, profound point. Yes. On how to guide this honorable, profound point in whatever that we are doing. So, whichever the case may be, there must be a point where putting Biafran struggle first has become the most important point. So whatever the barrister said this morning is correct. Kanu's freedom is already getting close. The next few days, few weeks, you will hear his release. But just know that there's a discussion they are discussing for 2 hours, which he said that will yield Biafra a serious omen. If they think that they're releasing Nnamdi Kanu will stop talking. They should watch it. It's getting to 2 years now since he was kidnapped. I don't know why I sound so emotional saying this, but it's already getting to 2 years this man was kidnapped. And it will only be a fool who will think that he has nothing in common. Now the fight to restore Biafra must continue to happen the way it should be. Whether you like it or not, the very formation that we preach is getting more closer than we expected it. But it's not a question of hide and seek. It's a time we push through, make everything count. So, step by step, a lot of victory has been achieved. Step by step, a lot of things have been mandated the way it should be. Step by step, people are beginning to realize that there is more audacity to be preached, if not mistaken. So what do? We try to relate to these very topics of freedom, because whether they like it or not, Nnamdi Kanu must continue to be in a state of a programmed knowledge where the international bodies will come in and do the needful. You can say whatever you want to say, you can do whatever you want to do, but as long as Nnamdi Kanu remains in prison, our plan has not been achieved. So, let's begin from where we stopped. Let's begin from where we stopped. This is a point where we need to put collective effort to see that our leader becomes free. I've said my own.